what's going on? What am I caught on? How is everybody? It's Kathy representing. Ow, ow! My tea's hot. Sassy Silver Sisters, and I haven't moved that yet, but it's gonna. I'm gonna move things around. I think I'm gonna put because I don't do as much videos with Kathy's online sale, so I think I'm gonna put the sisters on this side. We'll see. I talk a lot. I don't know. I'm still tired from this week. I'm still. Oh, let me check. See if it's on Facebook, because you know how that goes. Let me see. Where are we? Come on, Kathy. Oh, Facebook is probably. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm here. Okay. After my live. Okay. So, goodness, I swear. Okay. We'll catch up with everything. We'll catch up with everything. I just don't want to be on here rambling and find out it's not caught on Facebook. So, but it is. Yay! What's everybody doing? It is October 3rd. It's Friday. I wasn't here on Monday, and I'll let you know in a little bit why, if you don't know already. I have been extremely busy, and I am still tired from it. I'm exhausted. My allergies are kicking in really bad too. So, I mean, that's no help. Today, I'm drinking. Is it on here? This is what I'm drinking today. Salted caramel tea. And it's been pretty good. I haven't had to put any sugar in it. I haven't had to sweeten it up. Hi, Miss Alice. It smells good. It tastes good. Oh, I got my notes here. Order ink. If you've ever been if you ever had a job that you were gone for a week or on vacation, your brain has to get oriented to what you're supposed to be doing, and I'm happy to do that. It's just that now I got to get back into doing what I like to do. Say hi to everybody. How you doing? How are you doing? Oh gosh, this tastes good. So it's Taste the Flavor of the Season, Tea Proudly. And this is from Bigelow, and it's salted caramel. Tastes really, really good to me. Hi, Miss Alyssa. It tastes really good, and I don't need to put, well, I haven't tried putting sugar in it just with no cream, but it's very good, and I like it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Alyssa, I'm still tired. Oh my gosh. I've had a very busy week. Physically, I'm bruised all over. So I think today, before I get off here, I feel bad about not doing, oh, it's 75. What is it here? Wait a minute. So I'm going to do 2 cards, one with the peace cards and one with the affirmation cards. Let me see. Let me see. Um, Alexa, what's the weather in Culpeper, Virginia?
Currently, in Culpeper it's 62 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today, you can expect mostly sunny weather, with a high of 74 degrees and a low of 41 degrees. Want to start your day with the latest news from the daily?
No. Alexa, stop. No. Oh, I do know. Alexa, tell me a joke about autumn weather.
How many meteorologists does it take to change a light bulb? Today there's a 70% chance of one.
Whatever. Whatever. Okay, so what's happening with the family wise is the family's all gathering at Mama Sassy's house tomorrow, throughout the day, well, in the evening actually. Well, no, what's today? Oh, in the middle of the night tonight. And then they're going to hang Saturday. And then they're off to their annual, my brother has an annual fishing trip. So Rhonda will be not fishing, but touring. And Leroy, her husband's going to be fishing, and everybody else that normally goes fishing. So mom's all excited, and because she's a gypsy, you know, she likes to travel. So that's good. And I think Rhonda will enjoy it too, because we all have memories of our grandma. It's up in New York. So we have memories of my grandmother's house in the little town of Montour Falls. If you ever want to look that up, it's Montour, Montour Falls in New York. So try catching that. I forgot the county. Is it Watkins Glen? Let me see if I can share it with you guys. This is on the way back. They're going to visit this. Let me see. There it is. Montour Falls Village in New York. Let's see. Village. Okay. This is our childhood memories of our grandmother. Where's the town? Where'd it go? Village of Montour Falls. Okay, home, contact. Where is it? It's a little, that's not what I want, y'all. But it is Montour Falls, Village of Montour Falls. Let me see if let me just do the pictures, images, and that way I can show you. My eyes don't even want to work this morning. That's sad. I'm so tired. Screen. All right, let's try this. Is it going to automatically share? Okay. So these are our memories. Here's the little town. That's where I was in the beginning, but that doesn't show the little town. Okay, back, Jack. It's like a little town at the end of the falls. Picturesque. Okay. Where are we? There we go. These, did it work? Wait a minute. Hold on. It's not doing what I wanted to do, of course. Hold on. Here we go. All right. This is my dad's. These are our memories. My dad's mom and dad, and as children we would walk downtown sidewalk. Is there any other pictures? Anyway, but you can catch the pictures in the town of, um, we would walk, uh, grandmother's house. My grandmother's house was a street down, I think, beside the town, and then we'd walk, and then we'd go through town. And we were little, and we were allowed to do that. We were allowed to go walking around back in the day. But now you can't do that. It's sad. So we were allowed to do all that. And I got in trouble because she let us get some of her change. And she said, I said, can we go to town? And she said, yes, but you're not buying any candy. Well, what did we do? We bought candy because that's what kids do, right? Yeah, we were little. It just, yeah, it brings back memories. And every once in a while, I will check and see if there is a update on the falls. Now, we had bad weather, lots of rain and everything one year, and we did indeed have an update. It was roaring. That, and I remember my grandfather said, he remembers it flooded the town, and he said there was, because there's a bank there, there was money all throughout the streets, and people were just going crazy over the money in the streets. And they didn't get in trouble for it, he said, but golly day, can you imagine? Free for all. So how is everybody? What are y'all going to do this weekend? If you're still seeing me, make a comment, because it says 0 people are watching, but I see your comments, so just keep commenting so I know you're here. Okay, so yeah, so we're going to have that this weekend. It didn't rain money, it flooded the bank, and the money went everywhere. So I don't know what kind of safe system they had going on, but he said people were just going crazy, picking money off the streets. So I don't know what year that was. I don't even know if I could find it, because that was back when I was little, and my grandfather was telling me about it, because I'm nosy. I ask questions, you know, when something hits me, I ask. I have no, no, I just do. Just who I am. Okay, let's see. Montour Falls. Let me see. Montour, and it was a nice town. I liked it. Montour, ooh, be nice if I spell it right. Yeah, I liked being there. It wasn't, but you know, back in the day, things were different. Things were calmer. I got to walk to a carnival by myself. I don't remember how old I was, but I wasn't that old. Maybe, I don't know how old I was. 14? And I guess that seems like it's a no big deal to people. But now I think anybody walks by themselves, it's a big deal. Okay. Montour Falls, New York, flooded. Let's see if they have anything on. Then and now. That was a year ago. A microburst. No, that was. So I have no idea when that was. He didn't. I don't remember the year. He just says he remembers. That's what he remembers. You know, you live in a small town, you know all this stuff. Yeah, he remembers it flooding, and the people were scrambling, trying to pick the money up off the streets for themselves, not for the bank. But, you know, banks have insurance and stuff, so I guess it was no big deal. I don't know, but I feel sorry for the bank. when they lose money. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. So there was something else I wanted to talk to you about. Oh, okay. So the reason I'm so tired is because I got a storage unit at auction. And I don't, I'm picky because it's hard for me to get help and stuff like that now. Because my son is in West Virginia. So now, but I've been watching these units to get my mom either an extra refrigerator, and I did bid on a unit, but it went too high. Extra refrigerator or a freezer. So one of these two. So I bid on a unit that had a small chest freezer in it. And so I won it. And I knew I'd be busy. But it's been a long time since I cleaned a unit out. So I'm extremely tired. And so I called my Rhonda's son-in-law, see if, I could bribe him to move mom's freezer. And he did it. He's a good kid to me. He's just a good kid all the way around that you know. And so he did it. And of course, he wanted to look through the unit too. Everybody wants to look, because this is what we do, It's called treasure hunting. So we did that. So out of the mess, my daughter helped me. And she was hooping at me, saying, "Mom, don't be doing this no more. This is, you got to stop doing this. This is the last one." I said, I don't know. "You're not going to bid any more units, are you?" I said, "Don't know." But that problem solved. Got mom her freezer. And what else? Oh, she needed another TV in her bedroom. There was a TV in there. So we got that straightened out. She got all kinds of commercial trash bag, the large bags so she can put her, because she got in trouble for putting loose clippings from her bushes and stuff like that. They had to be bagged. So these are like 55-gallon or something crazy. They're big trash bags. And there was a lot of them in there. I guess they used them for moving. I don't know. So I gave her some and I saved some for me. So she's all happy about that. And there was like storage containers in there, brand new. So she's got them. So I gave Rhonda a TV. So, it all works. Plus I got some treasures out of the deal. So I'm happy. I was searching for cookie baking stuff, but they didn't have none. There was some, because what happens is if people don't pay their rent, it has to go to auction to get the stuff removed so they can rent it out to a paying person. And so people come and they bid. Most of this stuff is online now, but this one was in person and they pay. They bid on it. And then you're given time to remove the stuff. Well, they gave us extra time. Thank you. And then, so I did find, as far as kitchen stuff, I found a couple of things that I'm going to trade off. Like, ooh, I got an old pan. I don't want this old pan anymore, so I'll get rid of that. And these are new pans, and so, that kind of thing. And I don't even know what else is in there. There's a lot of electronics in there. And my car is FULL. It looks like I'm living out of my car. Yeah, it didn't rain money, Alyssa, but it did, I guess, it's a powerful, I'll show you how powerful it is, because that was a year ago. Let me see if I can find it again. Holy moly, there's one. But this is how powerful it can get. Let me share again. Is it automatic? Yeah. Look at that. Look how powerful it is. See? See how powerful it is? It's like, oh my gosh. So where's all that going to go? You know? Oh, geez. Look. Yeah. And this says a usually mild waterfall in Montour Falls, New York, turned into a raging one. Is that powerful or what? So in the little town, let me see if I can, hold on, let me see if I can get a picture of the little town. Just the town itself. And let's see, my dad, let's see if I can find Wikipedia. My dad was raised there. Downtown Montefiore. Okay. Let me see what I can do. Wikipedia. There we go. Okay, what is this from? Is this from, okay, you know, you saw the falls and there was like a bridge. This picture is taken down, look from the bridge looking through the town. And I think, I'm trying to see, okay, there's the town. I'm one or two streets, as you're looking at the picture, one or two streets to the left, I don't remember exactly, was my grandmother's house. I don't remember exactly. I just remember being able to walk to town. And so we would go up and down and just go for a walk and look at the stores and, of course, buy candy that we were not supposed to buy. Should never had said anything. She said, but don't buy candy. So she took it away. She took it away. And good news 18 this morning. What? What is good news 18 this morning? Hey. Well, I'm looking it up now. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Thanks, Kristen. No, it was news this morning. I don't want to get political, but you can check it out. What I did was Googled good news 18 this morning, and then you can see for yourself. Thanks, Kristen. But no, not 18 degrees. So, yeah. So I don't know where the schools were or around there. I think my grandmother and grandfather worked at a factory. Yeah, I'll have to get all them details from Mom because one or both worked in a factory. And I think Grandma Ike worked doing fire hydrants, putting fire hydrants together. I can't remember now because I haven't had to think about it. But it's, yeah, that place is specifically lodged here. And I think it's because of the falls, right? Because that keeps that memory in there. Besides my grandmother, another thing of my grandmother is um, she used to eat a little tiny, like, time to eat, and she'd fix me lunch and or dinner or whatever, and then she would have a saucer size little bit of something to eat. But then her desserts were, wow. I remember that. And she had pound cake or something, and some kind of cake, angel food, whatever. It was a white vanilla something or other cake. And then she heated pudding up on the stove and then poured the hot pudding over this cake. I remember that because I love chocolate, and chocolate over cake is pretty good. Yeah, I remember all that. Anyway, so wish me luck on getting the rest of this. Getting my car. And my car has to be washed. And it's like, oh my gosh. So I'm yesterday I was selling people. Okay, I'm halfway there. I got half my energy back, because when you work first day I worked like 6 hours on it, and I'm going, I can't do this. I can't do this on this unit that we bought. The second day I said, no, I have to take breaks. When I did that, taking like a lunch, like go in the morning, take a lunch break, then go back, that worked for me. But I'm getting to, it's like moving somebody's house. It's like cleaning somebody's garage out, basically, is what it's like, because you have to go through everything and make sure the trash is gone, make sure you have you know what you're going to do with this stuff. And so what did we figure? I know it must have been 30 or more bags of Goodwill that was run, and about the same for trash. And then I had a whole bunch, 2 truckloads for somebody to come and get, so they could sell at a yard sale for themselves, just to move it. And then I had to load my stuff up, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. But I'm getting better. I'm a glutton for punishment, right? Okay, what time is it? Okay, so I'm going to do 2 cards. So don't leave until after 2 cards, because I feel bad about Monday, because I love my peace cards. So what I'm going to do is read an affirmation card. And once I got this affirmation card done, then I'll do a peace card for Monday. And then we'll start all over again. Now, this month is the birthday months. October for me, November for Rhonda, and December for Kelly. And this is how all this Sassy Silver Sister started. And it's yeah. And now the girls are going, I have a life. I said, I know you do. I know you do. But they're still Sassy Silver Sisters, so they can't run away from that, right? At all, ever. They're not going to run away from it. Okay, this is why I'm not as particularly happy about these affirmation cards, but they're still good. It says, ideas are like the stars. We never reach them, but like mariners, we chart our course by them. Okay, and then love is never wrong. I love you. Which is true. Love is never wrong. I mean, you can love and get hurt, but that doesn't mean loving that person, thing, place is wrong. So, yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Now our favorite. I still want to find some more, so we will. We will, because this is double. This is artwork plus. So what are you up to, Alyssa? Oh, by the way, your and Suzette's cookies are going to, what I usually do when I make a batch of cookies is I separate the ingredients before I start. So that's what we're doing, what I'm doing today is separating the ingredients so that when it's time to rock and roll to bake, then it will be done. Because sugar cookies you can make early enough and put them in the refrigerator, whatever you want to do, and hang on to them or freeze or whatever, you know. As long as I have the ingredients available, I'm good to go. And I have more time. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I'm going to print them. I'm going to put the, you know, like I've been doing with the sugar cookies. But I got to look and see if I got sugar sheets. I don't know if I have enough sugar sheets, so I'll have to look for that. Oh, you're going to try. Oh, you're going to like them. So I have not had one person complain, so don't you dare complain. Don't you dare. Keep it to yourself. Because I don't know how they're going to go through the mail. I don't know. I'll have to talk to Suzette too and make sure that they're going to be okay. Just to give me an address. Now, sugar cookies, sometimes you get sugar cookies and they have no flavor. I use my vanilla. And then I started, and this is something that has worked out well. Before, I was using the marshmallow topping, and you still can do that if you want. But I like to flood the cookie and then put the printed picture on top of it because it's fun. I mean, you know, you can put anything on there. You don't have to worry about artwork, right? You just pick it out online and then you fix it to where you want to print it out on the sheet, and it's good. But in the flooded frosting, remember the free stuff I was getting with the coupons and all that from Michael's? Well, I ended up with a $5 coupon, so I got these candy flavorings. And one of them, it was already on sale, so it was cotton candy. So I've been putting that flavoring in the royal icing, which is the wet stuff. The marshmallow frosting is dry, and then you paste it on like you do the pictures with the sugar sheets and stuff. It's a fondant is what it is. And it's tastes better. People like that because the marshmallow has more flavor. So I put more flavor in the frosting, the wet frosting, the royal icing, and that it's not like real powerful flavoring, but it has this, you know what cotton candy tastes like? It's a good flavor. It's like people eat it because the cotton candy, they eat it for the flavor and the texture. It melts in your mouth. Okay. The icing doesn't melt in your mouth, but it doesn't taste too plain. It doesn't taste plain. It tastes pretty good. I'm happy with the way I do it, and everybody else is too. So, and the printing of the stuff, you were there at the beginning, you could see. Yeah, if I think about it, I'll try to give you a marshmallow fondant, 1 or 2 or whatever, if I think about it. That's, you know, me. Okay, let's see. Inner peace creates world peace. We've had this before, and it's true. If everybody is happy with their self, if they're calm with their self, the whole world would be, right? It says you get world peace through inner peace. If you've got a world of people who have inner peace, then you have a peaceful world, and that's true. You got people that are hating life, they're going to hate people too. There's just, yeah. I'll let me see if I can figure out how to remember this. Let me see. Let me write it out. What is this? Okay. Okay, try some marshmallow fondant with Alyssa and Suzette. Cookies. Yes. Okay, I got notes. That means nothing, but I got notes. That's so funny. Yeah, we'll try. I got my note. We shall try. So how you do the marshmallow is you melt. It's been a long time since I've done that, like a year. There's a way to melt the marshmallow in. Put a little bit of put the marshmallow in a bowl and put a little bit of water, and you heat it 15 seconds at a time or something. I don't remember. But anyway, you heat it in the microwave. You don't want to burn it. You don't want to, and then you pull it out and you stir it, and you keep doing that until you use the tiny marshmallows though, until they start, okay, they're gone. Then you mix with the confectioner's sugar, and you knead it in there. You get it all and knead it. And it reminds you of dough, and you knead it. And then I have this roller bar, and then I put the or you roll it on the counter or whatever with a cookie roller, dough roller, whatever, until it's thin as you want. And I try to get it as thin as I can. And now people like them. People like that because it gives it another flavor. And you can put a color in it to make it the color you want. And that's easy for me too. The hard part of decorating for me is trying to draw. You know how they have the bag and they try to draw stuff? That's hard for me. Even though I like doing it, it's hard for me to do. I'd rather stamp. I'd rather put a puzzle together. I would rather I'm happy with cutting the pictures out on the sugar sheets. That I'm happy with. Trying to draw names and stuff like that. I'm just not good at it. I'm too impatient, and I'm not happy with the way I do things. This way, the way that I do it is way easier. It's not as fancy. It's just cool to me. It's cool. So yeah, I'm going to divide the ingredients up. So it'll be done. And if I have to run to the store or whatever to grab something, but it's going to have my special vanilla flavor in it. You're supposed to use, if you have like white or whatever, they want you to use clear, but mine's not clear. Yeah, it would be okay if you only had to do one cookie. But if you had to do 100 cookies, it's hard. It's to me, it's hard. Now, to people that have done it for years and years, they can whip it out. They can just be done with it. I watch them online, and they can do those cookies, and they're good at it. And I don't have the patience. I just don't. have the patience. I can't. It's maybe one day, but I don't have a desire. I just don't. I don't know why. I just don't. Maybe it's because I like to do things differently than other people. But one day, like I'll see other people's cookies and I said, let me see their cookies. Oh, I'm not that good. Oh, I can't do that. I have to do things quickly. Now, the candy making stuff where you coat stuff with candy, like the vanilla or the chocolate or whatever, and it hardens, that's fun for me because that's not trying to be precise. That's my problem. If I have to be real precise, like my granddaughter wanted plain cookies and she wanted a specific thing on the cookie. And I said, if you get a stamp, I can go to town with it. If you get a stamp. But if you don't have a stamp, I don't think it's going to work. And so she bought me a stamp so that I could stamp. And I gave it, she wanted it back. I gave her the cookie thing and all that. And it worked out good. Yeah, I'm too nervous or something. It's just not, it's just, doing the sugar sheet stuff where you print out a picture. All you got to do is cookie glue, which is Karo syrup and alcohol, and that's it. And then sometimes my back starts hurting because it's so I figured out a way to keep it from hurting my back, which my granddaughter hurt her back at work. Poor thing. I felt sorry for her. She pulled a muscle in her back, and I felt so sorry for her. And she fell to the floor. I guess she strained her back, or it cramped up on her or something, and she couldn't move because it hurt so bad. And so she got rushed to the hospital, and I met her out there, and she said, I started out with a sinus infection, and then the doctors got me on antibiotics, and now I hurt my back, and I'm only 22. She said, I'm getting old, and I'm only 22. Poor thing, I feel sorry for her, because I know what it's like to have a hurt back. And then she's got her new business going. I'm so proud. And I think she's stressing over everything. And it's just all, I don't know. So anyway, okay, 2/3 of my kids are going to Myrtle Beach. The girls are going to Myrtle Beach. And so I'm hoping it stays pretty weather until then. I told her one kid to take a coat because it's getting cool in the evenings, which I love. But if you're walking around, you don't want to be cold. So, okay. All right. Thanks, Miss Alyssa. Thanks, Kristen. I hope everybody has a great weekend. And I'll work on the cookie designs for you guys. And because Suzette already sent me some ideas, and Alyssa sent me some ideas, and we'll go from there. And at least it's not going to be like 200 degrees, right? What's the weather there, Alyssa? Because I know the cookies will be packaged, but I just don't want anything to melt, if indeed it would melt. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. It's always fun. So what I'm going to do is make a batch. I don't know how many cookies you'll get, but I'll make a batch and split it in half. Suzette and you, and we'll get. Oh, okay. All right, that's good then. So when it's not going to do anything but get a little bit cooler by the time I get them to you, because it takes a week. It takes a week. And so what's my notes here for Suzette too? Oh, I don't have a deadline. So yeah, I'll get them out to you as soon as I can. I'll let you know. I'll keep you informed on the steps because I only got a little bit of time each day to do that. So I'll let you know on the steps. But you're my next project, you and Suzette. Other than I got to go when I get off of here and check for the sugar sheets and see how many I have. And it doesn't take long to get them ordered to come in. And all is good. All right, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate you. If you have not, I know you have, Alyssa, but if whoever watches this, follow my cookie journey because that's my next project in the making. And I did have the first taste test and they liked the cookies. And then I was talking to somebody and I said, the coloring is a little bit, it's not from 1 to 5, 5 being the best. The coloring is 4.5 or 4 or whatever. And I said, maybe I can adjust the color. And one of the ladies said, don't touch it. Yes, ma'am. You guys have a great, anyway, you can follow my, let's see, let me put it in here in the comments. It's the main page. Whoops, Kathy, that's not it. I can't have CWW. It's on Facebook. But I'm going to put the link. See where it says Kathy's Cookies. Scrolling.com/Kathy's. Whoops, I'm trying to put a space in there. Oh, gosh. And treats on Facebook. So follow me. I mean, doing a home kitchen, a home bakery. I'm not licensed to sell. Where did it go? Come on, Kathy. There it is. Okay, and you tend to, okay. Yeah, me too. What difference does it make if it looks perfect? If it looks perfect and you go taste it and it's nasty, what's the point? That's right. I'm worried about what it tastes like. I'm having fun with decorating my own way, but I'm worried about what it tastes like. If it's nasty, the chocolate chip cookies I made, which you won't get because chocolate chips I don't know about that. But you're going to get sugar cookies and they're going to be decorated and in my way. And I always taste them to make sure that they taste okay. I put extra of my vanilla. Remember, I make my own vanilla, which I got to start a new one. I make my own vanilla, so I always double up on the vanilla. And guess what I learned, Alyssa? Have I already told you or not? I don't know. If you use real butter, they're allowing more water in the butter. And this past year, I couldn't figure out why my cookie dough, I always had to add more flour because it was so wet. Well, that answers the question because it didn't start out like that a few years ago. It didn't start out like that. And I'm thinking, well, maybe it's the weather. Maybe it's me. Maybe I didn't do this. Maybe I didn't do that. But they're allowing more water content in the butter now. Why are they doing that? I have no clue. But it helps me feel better knowing I didn't do something wrong. Do you know what I mean? I know. No, it's all butter because they got to go by the law, right? So it's all butter. It doesn't make any difference the brand. But they do say the higher quality is better, but I'm not going to pay that kind of money for the higher quality unless it's something very specific. I would rather just go ahead and add, because I like butter. Rhonda and them use butter flavored Crisco. If you are a home baker and don't have an inspected kitchen, you can't use butter in the frosting, so you have to use Crisco, or it depending if you want a soft, if you don't want it to dry up, you know what I mean? Because I was thinking about making a dip with cookies and stuff like that. So you can't, if you have a home kitchen, it can't be something that's going to spoil. You can put it in the cookie so that it doesn't, because it's baked. But for like cheesecake, I can't do cheesecake. I can't, so I love it. And something I'm going to try. Somebody says, brown your butter first. It creates a whole different flavor for whatever cookie you're doing or whatever. So that's my next adventure. I'm going to do y'all's cookies, and then after that, I'm going to do the brown butter trend. And you just brown it in your pan. Don't burn it, but it browns it. And they said it gives a whole different flavor. I love cooking with butter. I put butter on everything. It's probably why I'm so fat right now, but I put butter on everything. And it can't be margarine. Have you ever tasted margarine? Real butter. Yeah, real butter. Use real butter. It's not all these chemicals. But, yeah, so last year when I was making the cookies, this past year, I'm going, what am I doing wrong? And come to find out, you have to add a little more flour because it calls for, because it's too damp. You can't do nothing with it. It's too wet. So you add a little more flour. So as long as it works, I don't care. And as long as it doesn't take away the flavor, I don't care. So, all right, my lady, I will talk to y'all later. I get sidetracked all the time. And I'll be visiting tomorrow with the family. And I'll try to grab a picture. If you guys want to join our little exclusive club, yeah, butter. I just, I got hooked on it. And I will never use a margarine. I just don't. And I haven't had Crisco in my house since forever, since I started. Then I started doing the cookie stuff. And when you make the fondant, you have to put some on your hands so that it won't stick. And when you're making the fondant, this is going to be interesting trying to do it with gloves, because Virginia does it. It says if you're going to bake it, you don't have to use gloves. But if you're going to serve it without baking, like the fondant and stuff, you have to use gloves. So this is going to be interesting. Very interesting. See, the chocolate chip cookies, that was it. Chocolate chip cookies. That was it. You put gloves on to put them in the bag and stuff like that. But I mean, no decorating and all that. That was done. Everybody liked them. I'm happy. So we'll try to give you a variety of sugar cookie, whatever I do with the marshmallow and the printed. And you can have fun with it. And you said your little boy loves cookies, so yum, yum, yum. Then you're going to have to start making sugar cookies. And if you ever decide, just contact me and I'll give you the recipe that I use, which is good. It's the one I've been using forever. And everybody says, oh, your cookies are not hard like the other store. And I'm going, there's a secret. All right, I'll talk to you later. Y'all have a great weekend. Wish me luck on gaining my energy back. Did find some treasures. All right, talk to y'all later.
Do you enjoy our videos? Well, we love making them for you. But we do like to have a little extra money to be able to bring them to you. So if you would like to contribute to buy me a coffee, we can add to our little fund to bring you more great content. So buymecoffee.com, Sassy Silver Sisters.